given journalists over the years. Now to our First Amendment Award. Deb, are you giving this award? Oh, Kara's giving this award.
Hi all, my name is Kara Mason. I'm a board member here at SPJ Colorado Pro. This evening I'm presenting our chapter's annual First Amendment Award, which recognizes journalists and allies who embody and support the exercise of a free and fair press, speak truth to power, and go above and beyond to hold governments accountable. Sometimes we name an individual for this award, but this year we've done something a little different. We've elected a citizen to take this award, and the story starts in March 2022. Still mostly working from home 2 years after the Aurora Sentinel editor Dave Perry sent us there in an attempt to flatten the curve. I'm sure we all remember that. I sat on a Zoom call with Dave and our city reporter and our lawyer. It was about a closed city council meeting, again, that happened often. In the 6 years I worked at the Sentinel and mentioned my place of employment to another journalist, the first comment would always be about how hard it is to get information out of that city government. But this particular meeting was different. The city wasn't budging, and neither were we. If you know Dave Perry, you know that to be true. The Aurora City Council had an executive session to receive legal advice about a censure proposal directed at now former council member Danielle Jurinsky. She was appearing on a radio show a few months earlier where she called the police chief and deputy police chief trash. She called for their removal of office. As a result of that closed meeting, the Sentinel requested records from the executive session, claiming that the meeting was wrongly shielded from public view. That request was denied, so the Sentinel asked the district court to weigh in on the matter. In 2024, so 2 years later, a state appeals court ruled that the city did indeed violate state open meeting laws. It was a win. However, the court panel ruled against the Sentinel's request for attorney fees from the city. The persons and citizens standing to collect attorney's fees, the Sentinel, as a newspaper entity, did not qualify. By this time, I had moved on from the Sentinel, but the case kept bouncing along the legal system as they do, thanks to the Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press and persistence Sentinel staffers are well known for. To make a long legal battle story short, this past October, the Colorado Supreme Court ruled that the Aurora Sentinel is in fact a citizen and therefore can recoup attorney's fees. The decision sets an important precedent for Colorado journalists and media organizations, especially as accessing public records becomes increasingly difficult. I'm sure many of you have had the same experience as we did at the Sentinel over the last, forever. The Sentinel's years-long fight is a bright spot for all of us and is a reminder of how much effort, time, and money goes into maintaining a free press and open government. The Supreme Court ruling benefits all of Colorado journalism and our community and our audiences by ensuring that we can challenge our government, all of our governing bodies, and recoup fees when they are in the wrong. So, it's an honor to be able to present this First Amendment Award to the Aurora Sentinel as a whole, the citizen, for being impactful in the mission to uphold the First Amendment here at home. We do have Sentinel editor Dave Perry here if he wants to say a few words.
Cool.
For all of us.
Really these kind of awards go to the muscle behind our constant bark and bite and yapping as journalists. And that's the lawyers and Steve Roberts from Freedom of Information and all the people who really make these kind of things possible for us. But the one thing that we do, and everyone in this room does, that I just encourage you to keep doing, is when you see those things that are like, oh, hell no, that meeting was illegal. And there's no way that we're going to take no for an answer and keep doing that. And then when they say, well, you might have gotten this right, but you don't qualify for attorney's fees because that's not the way the law was written, that you're not a citizen, and that's, oh, hell no. And so this is for all of us in this room that are always saying, oh, hell no.